Out on Power 101.7.
All right, Jess, a lot of stuff going on this morning. What you got?
All right, so there were some potential signs that Russia might not invade Ukraine for a second day yesterday, with President Vladimir Putin saying that he welcomed talks with the West about the security, and the Russian military reporting that they are pulling back about 150,000 troops that it has massed on Ukraine's borders. But the U.S. and other Western nations remain very, very skeptical, and President Biden said Washington has not verified Russia's claim of pulling back troops, stating, "Indeed, our analysts indicate that they remain very much in a threatening position," while also saying that the U.S. would continue to give diplomacy, quote, "every chance." Biden stated that two paths are still open, but there might be some doubt there. So we will keep you up to date on that situation.
Yeah, he actually spoke yesterday.
The Russian defense minister reported today that some military units are leaving their positions near Ukraine. That would be good, but we have not yet verified that. We have not yet verified the Russian military units are returning to their home bases. Indeed, our analysts indicate that they remain very much in a threatening position. And the fact remains, right now, Russia has more than 150,000 troops encircling Ukraine and Belarus and along Ukraine's border. An invasion remains distinctly possible. That's why I've asked several times that all Americans in Ukraine leave now before it's too late to leave safely.
Wow.
That sounds like scary
Yeah.
to me.
Especially if you were
Yes,
over there
I know.
and wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're keeping an eye on that. Now, the family of 9 of the 26 victims with the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, in that incident that happened, they announced a $73 million settlement of their lawsuit against Remington. That's the maker of the rifle that was used by Adam Lanza to kill 20 first graders and 6 educators. The lawsuit focused on how Remington marketed the rifle, with the family saying that they were trying to force gun makers to be more responsible with their products and how they market them. They charged advertising for the rifle, targeting younger and at-risk males in ads, and product placement in violent video games. Also, the number of new COVID-19 cases in the U.S. dropped 44% from last week. CNN is reporting yesterday, citing that the data came from Johns Hopkins University and are now less than 1/5 their peak a month ago. COVID hospitalizations are also down, falling 23% from last week. So COVID cases are down 44% from last week.
Thank God.
All right, that's great news.
Definitely a great thing.
Here locally, a Salisbury man is being convicted of murder. He's going to spend 30 years behind bars. This is a sad situation. 36-year-old Robert Glorious was convicted of attempted second-degree murder back in November of 2021, and the 30-year sentence is the maximum penalty for that offense. During the evening hours of April the 6th, 2020, Robert Glorious, in an effort to do revenge on this victim in this case, apparently was like a drug deal gone bad. They traveled to this victim's location in Eden, Maryland. He had a can of gasoline that he obtained from the residence. After a brief confrontation with the victim outside of the residence where he was visiting, he doused the victim with gasoline and set him on fire. Glorious's co-defendant, Emily Skelton, was sentenced November 2021 to 18 years, 10 months, and 29 days in prison. In Harrington, a Harrington woman is facing charges including child abuse after police say that they were notified about this about this possible abuse. Police say that in January, they were alerted to this possible abuse case, While they were investigating, they learned that an 11-year-old victim was hit with a belt multiple times at home by 50-year-old Erica Maddox. Police say that the child was bruised after being hit, so they got an arrest warrant. Police say that Maddox did turn herself into police, and she has been charged with child abuse in the 3rd degree, endangering the welfare of a child, and she was released pending a future court date.
Do you need to clear your throat?
Yes.
Here, hold on. You know what? We're gonna
Yes.
take. Well, then
Now
you know
let
what? We'll
me
take a break.
clear my throat.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. I'm gonna turn the mics off. Go ahead. Okay. You good? Are you
Yes.
sure?
You know how sometimes you have to cough or
Yeah.
you get something there, but you're like right in the middle of reading.
Yeah,
so
it's all good.
you're
It's
like
all good.
trying
That's
to get
how, that's how
through
we
it.
do. Take a sip of.
I'm like, oh gosh. How do I
Take a
get
sip
through
of
this
your
next segment?
tea over there in your
My
Mrs.
Channing Tatum
Channing
tea.
Tatum mug. I'll handle over here, and you clear
Well, I
your throat.
almost said, Bill, I need a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm like a little old lady over here.
You are. Not like you
Got
are.
a little tickle in my throat.
Sometimes little old ladies need to clear the throat.
You know. Okay. So, good there.
Okay,
I feel
good.
so much better.
Okay, good.
All right. And did you hear about this? The group of parents that are seeking to end the public school mask mandate for good.
Yes.
Well, now this coalition, they filed a suit against the Maryland State Department of Education in Somerset.
They're
Circuit
meeting on the
Court.
22nd.
I know, but this organization is going to represent about 175 Maryland parents, and they're going to sue. But no, like you said,
So they're suing. They're having there's
do
some
a
flyer
meeting.
going around about a walkout. Like that's where I kind of draw the line.
I know. You mentioned that yesterday.
You
The
know.
statewide public school mandate is one of the last remaining statewide issues in this fight against, Marylanders seeing the numbers, go very, very low. And Maryland has always been praised for, how it's handled the pandemic and COVID and schools and the students and, employers, everything.
Right.
So now we'll see with these guidelines, the community, the health metrics, like I said, they just, want further decisions on these mask mandates.
Okay. 6:48. It's a Bill and Jessica show. Good morning.